Hello everyone, welcome to EduTap and welcome to today's session. So today we are going to discuss the three very important news articles that are in regards to the update that has been proposed for the UPI. So the Reserve Bank of India has proposed the three very important updates for the UPI that we are going to discuss in today's session. So the Reserve Bank of India has proposed to introduce the artificial intelligence that will let you make a UPI payment using your voice. There is the proposal for the enhancement of the limit under the UPI Lite. So all of this we are going to discuss in today's session. But before that, do subscribe to our YouTube channel and join our Telegram channel for the PDF of this session. Okay. So now the offline payments in UPIs, the UPI Lite. See the UPI Lite. This is an on-device wallet which was launched in September 2022. This was to speed up the process of the small value transactions on the UPI, so that the small value transactions on the UPI can happen in a fast and easy manner. So the UPI Lite was introduced in September 2022. And this UPI Lite provides the feature that allow users to make the real-time small value payments without using a UPI pin, and that has become quite popular. Okay, and you can see that the product has gained traction and currently processes more than 10 million transactions a month. UPI Lite, see, through this you can do the small value transactions without using the UPI pin, without using the two-factor authentication, without going through the two-factor authentication. So you can make the payments very fast, and that's why this UPI Lite is becoming quite popular. Now, to promote the use of the UPI Lite, the Reserve Bank of India, in its Statement on Developmental and Regulatory Policies document that was released in August 2023 only, has proposed to facilitate the offline transaction using the near-field communication technology that enables the devices that are in the close proximity to connect wirelessly. And the near-field communication technology uses the radio frequency identification technology, and it is said that using the near field communication technology, the RBI has proposed to facilitate the offline transaction. Okay, and what will happen with the offline transaction? Even if you do not have the internet connectivity, even if you do not have the telecom connectivity, and you will be able to transact easily. Okay, so the retail digital payments will, in the situations where the internet connectivity or the telecom connectivity is weak or is not available, still you will be able to do the transactions. What happens that if the internet connectivity is weak, we are making some payments, so that like there is the decline that happened, transaction decline that happened, that the transaction is not going, or there is some problem that is coming, that it is showing to us that the payment has been made, but it is not showing that to the merchant. So this kind of problem can be minimized, and it will ensure the speedy transaction will be possible in the offline mode without the internet, without the telecom connectivity also, and with the minimum transaction declines, this will be possible. So it has been said that using the UPI Lite, for the UPI Lite, this offline payment system will be enabled, and instructions to the NPCI will be issued shortly. So this has been said by the Reserve Bank of India. The next news article is regarding enhancing the transaction limit for small value digital payments. So you can understand that a limit of rupees 200 per transaction and the overall limit of rupees 2000 per payment instrument. Okay, so rupees 2000 is the balance limit, that how much balance you can keep in the payment instrument. Okay, these limits have been prescribed by the Reserve Bank of India for the small value digital payments in the offline mode. So if the payment instrument is allowing, if there is the gift voucher or such kind of payment instruments that are allowing the offline mode, so in those payment instruments the limit are these: the balance limit is rupees 2000 per payment instrument, and the per transaction limit is rupees 200. Okay, including for the National Common Mobility Card and the UPI Lite also, these are the same limits that have been prescribed. So National Common Mobility Card, this is the feature that enables the bank's customer debit card to be used as the travel card. So you can understand that the debit card can be used as the travel card. This is the feature of the National Common Mobility Card for traveling in the metro rail and the buses, where this facility is enabled. So you can use your debit card as the travel card under the National Common Mobility Card feature. Okay, as well as for the UPI Lite also, these are the limits. That is the limit of rupees 200. So for the UPI Lite, the rupees 200 is the limit per transaction, and the rupees 2000 is the balance limit, how much you can keep in the UPI Lite at one time. Okay, So by removing the need for the two-factor authentication, I have told you that under the UPI Lite, you do not have to go through the two-factor authentication. You do not have to give the UPI pin, and this makes the small value transactions very fast and reliable. And there is the contactless mode of payment that is happening every day for the small value transactions that you are doing, or the transit payments that you are doing. Since then, there have been the demand for enhancing these limits, that these are very less limits, so the limits should be enhanced. So it was said that okay, the per transaction limit will be enhanced. So this has been proposed by the Reserve Bank of India to encourage the wider adoption of this mode of payment and bring in more use cases so that more people are able to use the UPI Lite. It is now proposed to increase the per transaction limit to rupees 500 from the rupees 200, but the overall limit, that is the balance limit, will remain at 2000 only. Okay, because there can be the frauds that can happen because you are not using the UPI pin, you are not doing the two-factor authentication. So there can be the fraud that can happen, or by mistake the payments can go to some other account. So for restraining that kind of thing, the overall limit in the UPI Lite and in such kind of instruments is kept at rupees 2000 only. The overall limit is kept at rupees 2000. So you have to remember this, that the overall limit is still rupees 2000, but the per transaction limit is proposed to be increased from rupees 200 to 500. Okay. Next is conversational payments in UPI. So UPI is quite easy to use, and it is quite safe and secure, and it is the real time feature that is provided to us, that the real time payments can happen through the UPI, and this has transformed the digital payment ecosystem in India. Since it has been introduced, it has transformed the face of the country in terms of the digital payments. In the addition of many new features has been done in the UPI. There was the credit card that has been made available under the UPI. Okay, the RuPay credit cards have been made available under the UPI, and there were many new features which were brought under the UPI. UPI Lite is one of them. So this facilitate the diverse payment needs of the economy. And now it has been said that the artificial intelligence, so the Reserve Bank of India is proposing that the artificial intelligence that is becoming increasingly integrated into the digital economy should be used for the conversational instructions in the UPI, because you can understand that many people they are not able to read and write properly, but they can use their voice, they can talk to the AI, and they can do the transactions through their voice. So the conversational instructions hold immense potential in enhancing the ease of use, and consequently reach of the UPI system can be enhanced, because even the people that are not able to read and write properly, they will be able to use this kind of system. And the people that are not able to see, or the people that are disabled in some way, they will be able to use this conversational payment. Okay, will be able to do the conversational payment. So it is therefore proposed to launch a innovative payment mode, that is conversational payments on the UPI, that will enable the users to engage in conversation with an AI, and through that the initiation and the completion of the transactions can happen in the safe and the secure environment through the UPI. So this has been proposed by the Reserve Bank of India. This channel will made available in both the smartphones as well as the feature phones, that is the small button phones. Through the UPI channels, this facility of the conversational payments in the UPI will be made available, thereby helping the deepening of the digital penetration in the country. The facility will initially be available in Hindi and English only, so the conversational payments can be, when it will be started in the Hindi and English, and then subsequently it will be made available in more Indian languages. So this has been proposed by the Reserve Bank of India. So now this is the first question. I hope you will be easily able to tell the overall limit which has not been changed, or there is no proposal to change the overall limit. Okay, what is the overall limit that you have to tell? Next is that when the UPI Lite was launched, so you should be aware about this. And the third question, it seems a little lengthy, but it is very easy, so go through it and try to answer this question. So now before ending the session, there is a big announcement from EduTap that we have brought for you the comprehensive guide for RBI, NABARD and SEBI, so that through a single guidebook you can get all your common queries answered. If you want to know about the syllabus, if you want to know about the sources from which you should be preparing, as well as even if you want to get the previous year questions, all these information is provided in this single guidebook, and the link of this guidebook is provided in the description box below. Let me tell you that this is absolutely free of cost. To save your time, to save your efforts, this has been provided to you. So do download this guidebook, and thank you very much. Have a good day.